2026 is almost here, and your sexual health still matters. So conversations around consent, contraceptives, various other things as regards to sexual assault, sexual harassment still matters in the year 2026. We did not end it in the year 2025. And most importantly, these conversations goes beyond STIs. It goes beyond, pregnancy or having, unplanned pregnancy. It goes beyond all that. We're going to be having some other important checklists or health checklists you need to know about your body, and most importantly about your sexual and reproductive health in this year 2026. So let's go right into today's video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about your sexual health checklist for the year 2026. Regular testing. There is a need for you to know your status, and don't assume you know it. Don't just guess it. Know your status. You can't protect what you don't understand. So status like HIV status, at least get to do it at every 6 months. So get to know your HIV status. Another thing you also need to know is your STI status. Go and get tested for different kind of STI. If you are sexually active, please get tested. And before you are sexually active also, please get tested. So if you're about to enter a relationship or you're in a situationship, I know things might go down, please get to know your STI status. So STIs such as syphilis, STIs such as chlamydia, gonorrhea, HPV, HIV, and other good stuffs, please. They're not good stuffs, but please get to know your STI status. It is very, very important. Another thing you also need to know is your hepatitis B status. Go and get tested, for hepatitis B, especially if you have never been screened before. So if you're maybe you're 26 years of life, 30 years of life, and you're still single or you are sexually active, please go and get tested. Go and know your hepatitis B status. I remember going for a screening sometimes, last year. That's with 2 years ago. A particular guy did not know that he was living with hepatitis B. We had tested over 100 people that particular day, and he was the last person remaining. I think we just had one strip remaining, and when we checked him, he had hepatitis B. And fortunately for him, we were able to recommend and refer him to an hospital for him to get proper treatment and more testing and screening to help save his life. So imagine a young guy, smart guy, intelligent guy, doing so much for himself, just one day just dying, and people will be like, oh, what killed him? He was so active, not knowing they had been living with a particular virus for a very long time. So please go and get to know your hepatitis B status today. Another test you also need to do is HPV test, which is where for women, and this is where you get to check your cervix to know, is there any sign of cervical cancer? Is the person living with is the person living with herpes simplex virus, HPV, especially for women. And this virus can either show signs either in the VJ area, because this is YouTube, but you guys understand what I'm saying, or in the mouth. So some people show signs in the mouth, and where they begin to have some sores. So some sores you see in the mouth might not just be malaria signs, might be signs that the person is living with STI. So please go and get tested. And if you have an adolescent or someone that is like age 11, 12, 13, 14, please let them go to the nearest primary care center near you to get the HPV vaccine, so that you can save them and prevent cases like cervical cancer from happening. So please let them get vaccinated. Why for other person, if we can afford the vaccination here in Nigeria, please get vaccinated. And if you are in another country, find out the rules or the things that work around it. Just do as much as possible to get vaccinated as regards to HPV. Another test that every lady should also do is pregnancy test when necessary. So in the course of the year, if you are having genital meet and greet, do well to have your pregnancy strip with you, so that you can save yourself the headache of am I pregnant, I've not seen my period, my period is 2 days late, or it's 1 month late, I don't think. Please do your pregnancy test and save yourself of all that. Another important test that you should do in this year 2026 is your blood pressure. Do well to regularly check your blood pressure. A lot of people that are going around living with heart conditions such as hypertension, heart failure, and they do not know these things. So please check your blood pressure from time to time. If you're someone that you go through a lot of stress, if you're someone that you are always involved in a lot of strenuous activity, please get to know your blood pressure from time to time. And if you need to do it, some people can afford to buy the blood pressure checkup, the machine at home. Buy it and be checking it at least once every week. You're saving yourself the headache and the heartache of dealing with this health condition for a very long time. So now, most STIs show no symptoms. Silence is not safety. Some people are going around living with STI and there is no sign on their body. Some people are living with HIV and they do not know they've contracted the virus, and they are very active. I mean, they are looking young, looking beautiful, looking radiant, and the person is going around passing the virus with their multiple sexual partners. So please and please, before you go another person, before you guys have your pants for each other, do well to be sure that your partner's STI status or HIV status. You are saving your life. I just saved your life. You're welcome. You don't have to say thank you. We don't do that here. Moving on, vaccines. Protect yourself early. Vaccines such as HPV vaccine is available to prevent cervical cancer and genital warts for women, and also for, I don't think men get this virus, but I know for women, please and please go and get HPV vaccine. I know it's quite expensive, but you are doing yourself more good than harm. Now imagine a person is now in her 50s and she's having to deal with cervical cancer, and this could have been prevented. The person had been vaccinated from a very young age. So please, my young beautiful ladies, in this year 2026, go and get vaccinated when it comes to HPV. Another vaccine you should also get is your tetanus vaccine. Let me also share this with you guys. I have been getting tetanus vaccine for the past 2 years now, and I've been consistent in it. In this year 2026, I'm going to be completing my tetanus vaccine dose. And tetanus vaccine is 5 doses. One, you first take the first dose, then after a month take your second dose. After 3 months you take your third dose. After 6 months you take your fourth dose. Oh, that's more than. Then I think after 1 year you take your 5th dose, and I think after another year you take your 6th dose. That should be 6. But anyway, you should get to get vaccinated from time to time. And this tetanus vaccine is free, so go to the nearest primary health care center and get vaccinated. If you don't trust primary health care, go to a secondary health care center, go to an hospital near you and get vaccinated as regards to tetanus. Also, HPV vaccine is also available, which helps protect your liver, so that will not have to deal with health issues or all this painful liver issue, and not be affecting the heart of your friends, your loved ones, your parents around you. So if you miss them as a child, 2026 is not too late for you to get vaccinated. If you miss HPV, a lot of us in each current generation missed HPV vaccine while growing up. It was not even available at the time, but now that research and the methodologies have gotten better, there is now a new approach for them to manage HPV. So thank God for science, thank God for technology. Let us make the best use of it. Now moving on, there are some boundaries you need to understand in this year 2026. We are saying we are talking about your sexual health checklist for the year 2026. Number 1 is understanding that your body, your rules, your choices. Nobody should have access to your body without your permission in a normal case scenario. So if you're not giving consent and you are not receiving consent, please do not engage in something that you will later begin to regret, or you begin to live with the life consequences. So in 2026, set boundaries such as your no means no. If it is not a loud yes, it is no. If you're not hearing yes from the other party, please, it is no. Or conversations such as you are only comfortable, you only do things you are comfortable with. So if you're not comfortable in having that genital meet and greet, please, it's a capital no. Or conversations such as you're always going to protect yourself, so using condom before engaging in sexual intercourse is very, very important. There are a lot of young people that are living with STIs, living with HIV. Currently, the day I'm shooting this video, I saw a particular blog that says that in Lagos State, I think about 150,000 Lagosians every year, like new cases of people living with HIV every year, about 150,000 Lagosians. And that is those that they know that have been tested. So there's still a lot of Lagosians going around that are living with HIV, passing this virus among themselves. So please save yourself the heartache by making sure you use a condom before having sex with your partner. If you're like, oh, I don't want to, please protect yourself. So male condom, female condom, do the one that applies to you. but male condoms are easily accessible than the female condoms. I don't know why, but that's the way we've seen it to be. Do well to protect yourself by getting, if you're a female, do well to protect yourself by getting a male condom, so you can have packs of the condom. If you know you're sexually active, just get condom to protect yourself. At least you know that HIV as a means of being protected using a condom. Another thing that you should also do when it comes to creating boundaries for your body is that you will not be pressured by your friends or by your peers. The fact your colleagues are having one night stand does not mean that you should join your colleagues in having one night stand. The fact your colleagues are going to the clubs, going back home with different girls or going back home with different boys does not mean you should do the same. So please understand that thing that you call one night stand can come with a lot of live packages that you don't have the responsibility or the ability to live with. I think that's the better word. So please remember that the way you treat your body is the way other people are going to treat you. The way you treat your body is the way you will treat yourself. The way you treat your body is the way other people are going to treat you. So if you're someone that any Tom, Dick and Harry can go through you, trust me, you are not far from living with some serious health conditions. So be careful of the people you allow inside your body. I'm sure you understand what I mean by inside your body in this year 2026. And moving on, we're moving to contraception because we have other things that we need to talk about in this video. Know your options, not just withdrawal. You know that thing that guy should tell you, how do you do withdrawal? It's why married people that don't want to use contraceptive, please, withdrawal is not a safe option. Withdrawal is not a safe option. Just one sperm is needed to fertilize the egg, and before you know it, you're having another child. Because I know studies have said that nobody fears pregnancy than married women. And if you fear pregnancy, married women, please do not accept withdrawal as a means of contraceptive from your husband. And some people use withdrawal plus the blood of Jesus. Hey, please go and get contraceptives. Go and get contraceptives. You hear a lot of young people say that, oh, trust me, I know my cycle. Or you hear guys say, my pull-out method is the best. I think I've done a video in 2025 saying that pull-out method is the best. Do not accept it. You say, my pull-out method is the best. There's nothing like pull-out method is the best or withdrawal method is the best. It can fail at any point in time. Do well to get contraceptives. If you're someone that already better like 4 children, 5 children, do well to get contraceptives. I believe that you should give birth to the number of children that you can be financially responsible for, and not just that children are the wealth bringer. Please, this is 2026. We don't do that anymore. I know children are wealth bringer, but please, we don't do that anymore. So please, let your contraceptive option in this year 2026 be number 1, condom. Male and female condom are accessible. Do well to buy. Do well to get from a HIV clinic. It is free of charge there, or you can buy it from the nearest pharmacy or drug store. Do well to get a female or a male condom. Another thing I need to do well to get is emergency contraception. And with this emergency contraception, I believe it should be used within 72 hours of having unplanned sexual intercourse, unplanned genital meet and greet. And using this emergency contraception saves you from a lot of heartache. But most importantly, let me drive this home. The fact I said I should get emergency contraception does not mean that you should be having unplanned genital meet and greet every day. That's not unplanned. Or having unplanned genital meet and greet every 2 or 3 days. Or every time you meet up with your boyfriend, bam, things have gone down. Bam, things have gone down. And you keep using emergency contraception, you are shooting yourself right in the foot, because before you know it, you will start living with your hormones. There will be hormonal changes, there will be hormonal imbalance, and the person might just get pregnant because the body is trying to understand, what do you want? Should I increase the oxygen level? Should I increase the progesterone level? Or what do you want? So please, this is emergency contraception, not planned contraception. It's emergency contraceptive, not planned contraceptive. Another thing that we need to talk about is injectables. These contraceptives can be injected either through the time, the female leg, and when you inject it, can serve for 2 or 3 months, as a means to save you from pregnancy. So aside from condom, all these other contraceptives I've been listing doesn't save you from HIV. So if you know that, oh, I've used injectable, I'm taking emergency contraception, doesn't mean that I should not still use a condom. God has blessed you for that. So another form of contraceptive is implant. Implant is when they put, a particular, something like a tissue into your arm, just to prevent, pregnancy. And another one, lastly, is IUD, intrauterine device, where it is inserted through your vaginal area, so as just to prevent. All this is to prevent pregnancy. On the female side, right, for the male, there's something called vasectomy. If you know that you're a male, you're very, very active, and you like to do a lot of genital meet and greets, you have a lot of multiple sexual partner, please, in this year 2026, do well to please get vasectomy. When you're ready to be married, or when you're ready to be responsible when it comes to taking care of a child, you can go and you can go and redo the surgery to undo what has been done. I hope I've saved you. So please choose based on your accuracy, choose based on your body, and choose based on your future goals. So if your body can't accept maybe implants, do well to get IUD. If your body cannot accept IUD, do well to get, just work on the one that works best with you. But all of them have their pros and cons when it comes to contraceptive. That's just it. But research and technology is getting better as by the day come. We hope that in years to come there will be contraceptive that won't have side effects. But till then, moving on to the next topic and next subtopic under this conversation. So hygiene and body awareness, and another health checklist you need to know in this year 2026. So know what is normal and know what is not. Number one, when it comes to washing your body parts, your private parts, please wash with water, not with soap, not all the medicated soap. Some of you, don't let me talk about this, but most importantly, wash with water. Some of you will take camphor and be washing your private part because you say that it's smelling. Go to the nearest healthcare center. If your vaginal area is smelling, please, not that you want to use camphor, you want to be using alum, all sort of nonsense. Or there's one agbo that one girl is selling on social media, she use it to wash. What are you washing? Water is enough. Number two, please wash from the front to the back. When you are washing, wash from the front to the back, not from the back to the front. You know that your a lot of feces come out from the back area, and when those things, they contain a lot of bacteria, and when you wash it to the front, you are going to be affecting the vaginal area. So please wash from the front to the back. Number three, please know your normal discharge. As a lady, know your normal discharge. Know how is it stretchy, what's the color, understand it. Please, we don't want to be dealing with issues such as I didn't know that it has turned to reddish. Know your normal discharge. I believe that one thing you should do as a person, male or female, is to understand your body. Understand what goes down there. Understand it. Understand what goes under your menstrual cycle. Understand what goes under your ovulation. Understand your body. If your body keeps changing, keep noticing the difference. Understand. Yes, a doctor can guide you. A doctor can, say one or two, but you should be the one to understand your body best than even a medical practitioner, so that I can even help that person say, this is what is happening to me, this is what is peculiar to me, this is what I've noticed over time. So please understand your body. The next thing you need to do is to track your menstrual cycle. As a lady, track your menstrual cycle. Know the days your menstrual cycle falls to. Menstruation is not something that is sudden. It does not come like a thief in the night. It's something we do once every month for a period of 12 months in normal scenario. So please know your menstrual cycle. Another thing you need to do is to avoid sharing towels, underwear, shaving stick, blade. In these days of HIV, these days of STI, please avoid sharing these things. And another thing I would also love to say is that please treat UTIs, that's urinary transmitted infections, immediately begin to notice it. So treat any infections early. If you notice that you have STI, treat it early. You that used to scratch you used to scratch it very well, please go to the nearest healthcare center. Save yourself the headache. You know that you begin to have a lot of wound in your private area, either male or female, please go to the nearest healthcare center. If you notice that you have wounds on your mouth, you have sores, and it's not going after 1 week, 2 weeks after using medication, please go to the nearest healthcare center. It might not be malaria, it might be more than malaria, you might be dealing with a lot. If you notice that your tongue, you have some sores or some things on your tongue and you're not understanding this, please. I've said a lot of things in this video because some people are going about living with STIs and you don't know they are living with it. I know we do a lot of good stuff on this platform, so you are welcome any day, anytime. And lastly, healthy sexual habits so as to protect your mind and your emotion. Number 1, avoid sex to prove love. If the guy is telling you, if you love me, you will go down, really tell him to kai. This is 2026, we don't do that here. So don't be pressured into having genital meet and greet. Don't be pressured into having it. Be sure you want to do it. Be sure you are doing it for yourself. Number 2, don't compare your body to what you watch on that explicit website. If on that explicit website, the girl is the guy will throw the girl from the table down to the chair and they will still continue. Remember that it is video making, it is videography. Somebody shot and edited that video and put all those things in place for you to feel like, wow. And your partner said, let us try it. Before you try it, remember that your life is just once. Because if they throw you from table to chair and you fall down, you die. Rest in peace from this place. But anyway, we don't have to stay rest in peace. Do well to don't say that, oh, it's what you are watching on an explicit website that you want to replicate. I laugh in what I just said. So don't compare your body to what you are watching on explicit websites. I don't want to say the name. You guys know where you watch those things from. Don't compare your body to it. And if you're a guy, you too, don't compare. Don't be like, the guy did 30 minutes. If you cannot do 30 minutes, please, the minute you can do it and live and be alive. It's better to be alive than to be in the other world when you are doing it. So number 3, watch out for situationship and manipulative partners. In this 2026, any spirit of situationship, we cast and bind it. Can I add amen in the comment section? Amen. So the next point is know when to walk away. When it comes to sexual relationship or when it comes to relationship with the opposite sex or with your partner, know when to walk away. Know when to leave that relationship. When it becomes toxic to you, when it begins to affect your mind, it begins to affect your self-esteem, it begins to affect the way you relate with people. Do well to speak to your legs and leave. If that for you to be alive, than for you to be in a relationship that is going to end you. I don't want to read stories of people that unalive themselves because they were in a relationship in this year 2026. Please, we need you more alive than in the other side of the world. And lastly, choose partners that will respect you and will show that they prioritize you and they will respect your choices. So if you say that, oh, I do not want to have unprotected sexual intercourse, they will respect it. Or if you say that, oh, I'm abstaining till I'm married, they will respect it. So they will respect your choices, they will respect your values, they will respect what you want for yourself. And remember, sex is not a competition and your worth is not tied to anybody's validation. It's not tied to the validation of your partner. It's not tied to and this part I'm talking partner here, it's not tied to validation of either you're married or you're single. Whether you are going down the bed, it's not tied to it's not tied to anybody's validation. It's mostly important. It's your choice, it's your body, it's your rules. Always remember that. Always do well to remember that. So in conclusion, 2026 is the year to be more intentional, more informed, and more in control of your sexual and reproductive health. So in this year, be more informed, be more intentional, be more educated, be more in control as regards to your sexual and reproductive health. Not out of fear, but out of power. Not out of what people are going to say, not out of what you've seen online, but because of the information you've been informed with. And remember that your knowledge is your power. So because your body is an investment and informed decisions are how you protect it. So the decisions you've made for yourself about your body should dictate how you do things. Not that I did it in the heat of the moment. When the heat of the moment become cold, you live with the consequences. So please, thank you for watching today's video. If you do well to enjoy this checklist, do well to write any other checklist that you feel I've not mentioned. Do well to write it in the comment section, and I would like you to drop your comments down below that you're ready for this year 2026 as regards to your sexual and reproductive health. And I believe I enjoyed today's conversation, and I know that you also did. I will see you guys in the next one.